What is up, peeps? I want to make a little video about runes. I have a few of my teammates have been asking me about how to use runes, how to add them to their dragons, how to add them to towers. So today's video is going to be about runes. So I said I wasn't going to do it. I said I was saving my my silver chests, but since you asked, and it's kind of difficult to get good runes. Sometimes you get them for events if you get pretty good achievements, and I really don't find in the silver chests that there's a lot of great runes. So I'm going to open 10. Got some rares, some commons. This is why I don't like opening silver chests. But as you see, I'm about to hit 30, and it's going to offer me a legendary or epic rune. And I do think that that is worth it. So I'll also have a little bit more here to play with as I make this video. So continue and claim epic rune. Give me something good. Epic Mystic Striker. Okay, cool. So let me kind of go to the runes and sort of walk you through them. Then I'll show you how to put them on your dragons and on your towers. So you have common, rare, epic, legendary, and mythic runes. So the common and rare runes will have one benefit, and the rest, the epic, legendary, and mythic runes, will have two benefits. So when you're dealing with epic, legendary, and mythic, try to think of them as specifically geared for a certain dragon. But I will show you how any rune can add a little bit of extra oomph. Take a look at Hydron. I used to, once I retired a dragon, once I did expert, I retired my dragons and I would strip them of all their runes to try to get a little bit extra dust. After the trials event where you had to use all your dragons, I realized this was not a mistake, but you know, I didn't really get so much dust from all the stuff that I had stripped. So from now on, I'm actually gonna leave runes on my dragons, you know, for whenever that trials event comes around. And even if I take, you know, if I get all these common and whatever runes that I don't care about, I'll go back and I'll just sort of start rebuilding slowly, just instead of wasting them. Or, you know, I don't, because you're only getting 100 rune dust for a common, so you might as well just throw it on somebody. I'll do this. I have two of these Treb, so common, Treb, resist. I'm going to equip it. And then let's go back and look at his base. His base has gone up to 57.4. Okay, so anything they add, even if it's resist, is going to add to their attack power. And let's say I enhance it. Ooh. Go back down, 57.8. So they do get a bit of a benefit from common resists as well. Even though they don't add much in the way of resistance, they do add a little bit of attack power. So if you want to get rid of those common glyphs, literally just put them, fill any hole on any dragon that you like, and it'll add a little bit of attack power. So we'll put the common healing frenzy. That's that. And this common rejuvenate glyph, and we'll enhance that as well. And we'll go back and we'll look, and he's up to 61. So it does add a nice benefit, even if they're just common. It does give them a little edge. I'll go and take a look at a few of the dragons that I do have runes on. Again, some of the runes I have aren't great. My Amarok was a baby for a long time, so I put Epic Wisdom on him, and it has that rage generation, because building rage for Amarok is key. Don't have any explosive shield benefit, but you know, for right now I can benefit from his extra experience, because you're going to have him for a very long time, and just the rage generation. Ith. I really liked Ith. He leveled off toward the end, but I put a ton of stuff on him. Now, I have, you see, common battle cry, rare battle cry, and epic battle cry. If you try to put the same color and same type on a dragon, it actually won't let you. It won't let you use the same type and color of a rune or a glyph. But if you put a epic and then a rare and then a common, you can actually take advantage of all three. So I have almost 4% down at the bottom, plus 5%, we're talking about 9, almost 10, plus 7, so 17, plus another 7, so 24% extra battle cry. So if I come in, even if I just come in and swap, use battle cry and swap right out, my battle cry is going to be pretty strong. Take a look at Etten. Did something similar, and I got 3 healing marks. I've got a rare. Now, I was talking about you can't use the same type, same color, but these aren't actually the same style. So I've got a rare healing mark rune, and I've got a rare healing mark glyph. So in the rune category, you can't use the same color, same type, and in the glyph category, you can't use the same color, same type. But you can take advantage of using a different color, same type runes, and different color, same type glyphs. So I have about 12% extra healing mark. So my healing mark is going to be much stronger than just a base amount healing mark. Naga. But I just had a ton of rejuvenate stuff, so I put epic rejuvenate, gave me 9%. I put an epic rage, which also had rejuvenate, and I put some common rejuvenate and a rare rejuvenate. So we have 4ish, so almost 24% extra on my rejuvenate. Danzig. I have a legendary wind wall rune. Now, this rune is literally built specifically for him. Those are the 2 spells that he has: wind wall and explosive shield. So when you get a rune, try to think of it as it is built specifically for one dragon. Epic evasion glyph. Now, I'd love to put it on Druid or somebody else, but it has havoc. So I haven't come across a dragon just yet that has evasion and havoc. So I'm saving it. Dragon that has that. Also, I have an epic healing mark, which has the same thing. So I'm looking for a dragon that has healing mark and havoc. The only thing I can think of, if you want to use those in the meantime, is if you take advantage of the higher bonus and you put it on that on Etten. You know, he doesn't have havoc, but if I add a havoc spell, he could take advantage of the other portion of that bonus. But there's just too many variables there, so I'd rather wait until that dragon comes along. And if it doesn't, then I'm gonna burn that rune. I'm gonna get the dust from it. So I love this common double blast. If you can find those, definitely put it on anybody with an explosive shield, Amarok, Danzig, something like that. And another dragon that has a nice rune is Nightshade. Got the mythic invert, and it has rage generation and invert duration, and I have enhanced it quite a few times. At this point, it's going to cost me 1.14 million to get such a little bit of bonus. Like, the rage generation isn't even going to go up, so I stopped it here at 4. I'm gonna max it out one day, but because very at the end game, those tiny little bits do make a bit of a difference. So, but for right now, I keep keeping it at 4. So he's got a sweet rune there, another common invert, and the invert is also going to work on reverse projectiles, which is actually his spell. It's like the mini version of invert. So, and a little bit of cannon resist. Oh, so I have quite a few. I got a common invert glyph, mythic invert. So my invert lasts, I like to say 10 minutes. But the common cannon resist doesn't really do much, but it actually adds some extra attack power. So let's take a look at some towers. We'll equip the runes there. So I've got an epic cannon striker. The reason I use the striker here and a poison striker here is because this is going to be like my very first island. So, and if the towers weren't super high, I wanted to, make them a little bit more powerful right off the bat. Because normally I'm going to use a cannon to pop a bubble. I have changed the layout a bit, so there isn't a cannon here, so I'm actually not benefiting from that spell. But with the weakening, you're going to have to accept some more damage if I get you with the poison. And my super shot here adds an extra 9%. So I'm not so focused on the runes right now for my towers because I'm building and I'm still moving things around. These runes I had put beforehand, so I want to get comfortable with the layout first. Then I'm going to go back and either put in new runes, or there's a new feature where you can change the rune, but you can use rubies to unequip this rune, or of course you can salvage it. So you can unequip it. It's 250 rubies for the epic. It is going to cost you some rubies, but at least they put it in the game where if you sort of redistribute the towers, you can move the runes around as well. So one day I may want to just save up some rubies. Once I've got my layout the way I like it, I can put the runes where I like them. I mentioned the difference between Striker and Frenzy. The Striker makes the super shot more powerful, and the Frenzy will just make it the auto attack move faster. There's Arcane and Mystic. Mystic is for blue towers, and Arcane is for red towers. So there's a difference there. Let's see. Let's take a fresh. See what we have available. Innervating is cool. It poison reduces dragon damage, so it'll actually make the dragon weaker. Epics will have two benefits. So this epic mystic striker has its blue mage super shot, and the extra bonus will be a lightning super shot. So sort of wanting you to put a blue mage tower with some lightning towers. I guess I got that going on over here. Maybe I can put that over here. It's actually not a bad idea. Let's salvage it. I'm not going to enhance it. So it's really a dummy island. Not going to super shot all that stuff all the time, so I'll just take that little bit of benefit for when I do. If I find it's really working, I will come back and I'll upgrade those.